Today I'm eating rat. This little kitty here knows what's for lunch. And nope, this pot of hot oil is not for french fries. It is for these 3 fresh caught farm rats that were probably caught in these fields that is being cooked by my mother-in-law for my lunch today. But eating rat is quite common around the farmlands of Thailand. But because today there are more choices for food, people are starting to shy away from eating rat. After all, rats do not have a really good reputation. I mean, check this scene out inside a New York City subway train. As a New Yorker, I know that we are not easily fazed, but when you have a single rat running around a train, people will genuinely freak out, just like they've seen a witch. But not all rats are bad. I mean, just check out this little guy trying to get a slice of pizza. But I get it, sometimes rats, they get a little bit too close for comfort.
Missing patches of hair.
So this is the first time that I'll be trying rat. It's not a special request. My mother-in-law has customers that do make special requests, so she had to order these rat meat ahead of time. So there are a few extra critters left around. So today for lunch I figured, why not try it out? So to cook the rat meat, she's gonna fry it, which is, if I'm gonna eat rat, is my preferred way of cooking it. Now, I've fried a lot of stuff in my lifetime, but this is the only time where I had to really play dodge the hot oil. It is as if these little guys are trying to get the last laugh before running off into the rice fields above the sky. That's a lot of oil. So she's going to fry it until it's a deep brown color. And after it's cooled down, she's going to take the meat off the bones. I mean, to be honest, it is going to be a lot easier to eat it when the meat is completely off of the bones. But before my mother-in-law and my wife takes it apart, I'm going to give it a little bit of a try. Okay, this one, yeah?
Yep.
Okay, it's still a little bit hot. First time eating rat. This is a rat leg. It smells like chicken.
Okay.
Alright, it tastes like chicken. But I'm still thinking about it's a rat.
Missing patches of hair.
So my wife and mother-in-law continues picking apart the meat from the rat bones. And yeah, to be honest, when you just look at the meat, it looks okay, it looks appetizing. And I'm really quite surprised by the amount of meat on the rat. These 3 rats, they weigh a total of about 2 pounds. But a traditional way of cooking rat is also to chop up the small pieces of bones, like the ribs and the leg bones. And those small chopped up bones will be added into the meat. Okay, so right here my mother-in-law is frying up some fresh roasted chili paste. In this roasted chili paste is red chilies only, fish sauce, shrimp paste, garlic, shallot, and the skin of a kaffir lime. And I think it'll go really, really well with the rat. Right now, she's gonna add water a few times just to thin out the chili paste. So now that she's happy with the consistency of the red chili paste, it's time to add in the main ingredients. And in goes the main ingredient, rat meat and chopped up little bits of bone. After 2 minutes of constant mixing and stirring, it is time to add in other ingredients. She puts in kaffir lime leaves and fresh red chilies. And here's a pro tip if you're gonna cook this recipe. She says that after you mix in the kaffir lime leaves with the rat meat, you should mix and stir for at least 2 minutes just to get rid of any gaminess from the rat meat. But when I tried out the rat meat earlier, to be honest, I didn't taste any gaminess at all. So who knows. And then she adds in just a little bit of palm sugar. So this video is condensed. When my mother-in-law did the actual cooking, it took her about 10 minutes from start to finish. Now there is a very good reason why she wants to cook this longer, and that is because she wants to take away the moisture. And when you take away the moisture from this dish, you're gonna get a full concentration of taste from the chili paste and the rat meat. And right here, she's adding some good old MSG. and some fish sauce. And finally, some Thai basil. I can tell you this, the smell is absolutely amazing. If you just take away the thought that this is a rat, don't you think you can actually eat this with a nice bowl of rice? Here comes my cute little niece Peek coming in for a taste. But I don't think she knows what she's eating, and if we did tell her, she probably wouldn't eat it. She can eat really spicy food, and she seems to really enjoy it. So I'm going to tell you this, even though my wife's family lives in a farm area of Thailand, even they do not eat rat. Most of the older generation that grew up eating rat still eat rat. My wife's family used to eat rat, but now since they have more food choices and options, they prefer not to. So even they were surprised that I could eat it.
Spicy. Tastes like what? No. Tastes like chicken and duck.
So the real question is, would I eat rat meat again? And the answer is probably not, because there are a lot of other options.